It's a double-header Sunday. The next match will be played in Punjab. It's Punjab versus the Gujarat Titans, being captained by a Punjabi boy from Fazilka, Punjab. Shubman Gill's Gujarat Titans take on Shikhar Dhawan's Punjab Kings. Now, Punjab, things haven't gone their way. All of their matches have gone to the last over. They've lost 5 close games. I've got to say, as a fan, that they've been the most entertaining side in the IPL. It's just sad that results haven't gone their way.
Been enthralling cricket to watch.
Yep.
Really engaging. You're really not sure which way it's going to go. And of course, they've unleashed a couple of wonderful finds. Nonetheless, Ashutosh, that's just been a tremendous journey to be on, watching him go about his business. So, they'll be so frustrated. But who's to say they can't, in the back end, just get over the line on those ones, and all of a sudden they get that momentum. But entertaining to watch.
Bowling letting them down. Arshdeep, Karan, not much happening.
I think
there.
What's letting them down is really their top order batting.
Okay,
If you see, they have to get. Shikhar has been injured. Johnny Bairstow gave them nothing. Last match they tried Riley Roos. Of course, he's just had one match. He didn't really get anything out of there. But Simran, all these players need to give them more up front. And I still feel, given everything that's happening, Ashutosh and Shashank are batting too low. And the last 2 matches, they nearly changed, but they're just batting way too low. So I think all those changes need to come. But most importantly, the international batters and Shikhar Dhawan have to put up their hand and say, we're also going to give you runs up front. Right now, it's the Ashutosh Sharma, Shashank Singh show.
They tried Karan and Simran at the top. It didn't work. No runs from the top 3 at all. Do they change that? Do they give Russo another game? What do? Lots of trouble with the top order.
Yeah, you've got to give him another game. One goes. Not enough. That's also thinking of the balance of the team, understanding that Shikhar's not playing. I think it was probably at least another few days before he was going to be available, it seemed, from their announcement 3-4 days ago. You got to go Riley again. He needs to be switched on. He copped a ripping delivery, there's no doubt about that, but you've just got to be really switched on. Been waiting that long for an opportunity, got to be raring to go. So we'll have to wait and see what batting order. They might put him up to open and then get Curran back down in that sort of middle order where he's been around 4 and 5, hasn't he?
Gujarat Titans were knocked out for 89 in their last game. There's enough and more potential or talent in that lineup. They've got to be able to shrug it off, saying one off.
They'll shrug it off because they have a great coaching staff, backroom establishment who's very calm. They take wins and losses well. They move on very well. Great atmosphere in that. But I still feel they're a fragile batting unit. Exactly what we were discussing, if you remember that, and now the Millers come back, and if Miller's not being able to give them runs, then they're in a lot of trouble because basically they are back-ended. There are 2 bookends of that entire batting. You have Shubman Gill out here and you have basically David Miller. And these 2 have to perform for them.
They're expecting runs from Rashid, hardly anything that's happened in the middle order. Expect more from Abhinav Manohar. Would you make any changes to their batting that's sort of let them down a little bit? Sandeep Warrior came into the bowling in that last game, picked up 2 for 40 in 3. Would you give him another game? Any other changes, Joy?
I'm just saying, I still believe that Omarzai gives them better balance instead of Spencer. If they want to keep playing Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed, Spencer has to sit out. Omarzai has to play. They have to get one more batter in there. They just look far too exposed as a batting unit.
Gilly, changes?
Nothing that jumps out. It's a fair call. It's an interesting call. And I would be sticking with Sandeep Warrior. I thought he shows enough just to keep him encouraging and he showed glimpses of that he could be a really damaging, impactful player.
Players to watch out for?
I'm going to be very boring. Shubman Gill. Because if he doesn't perform, he's got a chance to go back and play in Punjab. So there'll be a lot of support for him as well. It'll be delightful to watch him do well.
For you?
Yeah, Miller. He's back on home turf to an extent as well, isn't he? Having spent time up there. He was around when I was there. Actually, we got him in. He was a little bit unlucky. He got that inside edge onto the back leg, and then Rishabh takes a blinder. So first game back, he'll be better for the run. So look out for him.
Points table, bottom half is where these 2 teams find themselves. Just above RCB, take a look at that, 8 and 9. 3 for Gujarat, 2 for Punjab. They should have won many, many more of those close games, but they haven't. Gujarat have got to get a move now. Joy.
Yeah,
this is where they've got to get going.
This is what they've got to. I mean, this is the next 2-3 games are going to decide a lot of, because right now they're all bunched up. Remember, between 3 and 4 victories, you have a good 7 teams sitting in that area. Just 3 and 4.